So Barry, then the next piece of it is suppliers and products. Talked about applicators being certified practitioners, going through their courses. Last year I came on with you in Sydney, went to the NBA and had an AIW meeting about products. There still is also a big loophole I see with a number of products that, I mean, we talk about applicators can just start up and be an applicator. Unfortunately, you can be a supplier and have product made in the backyard somewhere, put in a bucket and sell it. And unfortunately, the industry's mindset with a lot of sectors of it is the cheapest price wins, and which is, we know, is that continuous damaging circle where cheap product, cheap applicator, wrong applicator damage, and then we're just back in square one. Where do we go with that? You know, we spoke about brands and yes, maybe other appraisals or certifications, but we've got to. I use New Zealand as an example because I've been dealing there for over 20 years, and the Kiwis, to me, have got it right. Yeah. For the fact that through their leaking house syndrome, they were forced to find a solution. So they, you know, there's a smaller network of suppliers that can actually be in the market because there's this brand system, and if you're not brands appraised, an architect says that's what's on the specification. No one can roll the spec to achieve a product, and there's a lot of compliance with brands. So they audit the factory, they audit the products, the systems, and it's an annual, not a once-off. Do we bring something like that into Australia, or is there another method that we can go through and get that right here?
But I agree 100% that we need a body like that, and ideally brands is the body to bring into Australia. There's no doubt about that. There's nobody else out there or within our area of the world who has that capacity to do that. So brands are the ideal people to bring that in. So you know, I'm very keen on bringing somebody like brands into this country. Now, how we do that is another question. I mean, we may have opposition from some of the manufacturers, suppliers.
What do you think that would be?
Well, what's the cost? It's probably the first question they're going to ask.
I'll tell you this way, what is it costing us to not have it? I know as a manufacturer, we used to have the CSRO appraisals, and it cost us a lot, and it wasn't enforced, so your competitors never used it, but it still puts those brands, or the products I should say now, in a position that they've been appraised. And so, but the cost to the industry, yes, we're out there to try and win work and sell more, but I think if we've really got a vested interest in the building industry and the waterproofing segment, we want to see that this, I mean, we don't want failures. Some guys say to me, oh, we want failures because it keeps our industry going. That's nonsense.
That's true.
We want to be taken seriously. And so waterproofing is used for new construction, not remedial, particularly after 2 or 3 years, which is what we're seeing in the market. So, you know, I think that if we're serious about it, you would want to have it because there should be no manufacturer or supplier that says, oh, that's a lot of nonsense. You know, if we really want to lift the game, then you lift the bar and you really separate yourselves from the ones, because to me, the ones that don't want it have got something, if they can't afford to be appraised, they really shouldn't be able to afford to service the market.
Agree, 100% with what you're saying.
You know, I mean, if a waterproof's going to go into a course and get his Cert 3 and take time out, well, the manufacturer, you can't really start up with $1,000 and be a manufacturer, which unfortunately there's suppliers in the country that are doing that. And then when things go wrong, these people have disappeared and pop up somewhere else. And we've just heard these horror stories, and like, well, here we are, 2017, and you and I were talking about this 20 years ago. And this is the piece of the discussion, this doesn't go away, you know, and MBA, HIA, Standards Australia, AIW, probably the Concrete Institute we need to get behind us, Tiling Association, there's a number of them, and then the big one is the insurance companies. You mentioned consumer affairs before, but insurance companies, I see the money being paid out. We need the insurance companies in behind this, and just, I don't think it's a big push, I just think it needs to be a concerted effort from every party around the country, from trades in general, but particularly our waterproofing segment, say, this is where we want to be, let's raise the bar and let's climb it, because at the moment we're down here And you've got big multi-corporate brands, good brands, well known worldwide, Ardex, Mapai, they're out there that are well known wherever every country you go to, yet they're mingling with backyard operators, and there's a couple of us that are Australian company, manufacturers that have lifted the bar our end, and we can be competing with, some bloke that pulls in a container of stuff out of some country, sells it, all the promises in the world, and then when it goes pear-shaped, no one's to be found, the applicator blames the product, and there's a remedial market in waterproof, and it seems to be as big or bigger than for new work.
Exactly, it's growing.